VBT Technique 11. Lord Shiva says, stop the doors of the senses when feeling the creeping of an ant. Then. Meaning. Stop the doors of the senses when feeling the pain of anything. Then the pain disappears. Consciousness. Pain of anything. VBT Technique 12. Lord Shiva says, when on a bed or a seat, let yourself become weightless, beyond mind. Meaning. Then forget the body and feel that you are not weight, you are weightless. Then go on feeling this weightlessness. Suddenly you become weightless. Suddenly you are not the body. Suddenly you are in a different world of bodilessness. Weightlessness is bodilessness. Then you transcend mind also. Mind is also part of the body, part of matter. Matter has weight. You do not have any weight. This is the basis of this technique. Consciousness. Weightlessness. VBT Technique 13. Lord Shiva says, or, imagine the 5 colored circles of the peacock tail to be your 5 senses in illimitable space. Now let their beauty melt within. Similarly, at any point in space or on the wall, until the point dissolves. Then your wish for another comes true. Meaning. Think that your 5 senses are 5 colors, and those 5 colors are filling the whole space. The whole world has become colors, and those colors are meeting at your navel. See that point, concentrate on that point, and concentrate until the point dissolves. If you concentrate on the point, it dissolves, because it is just imagination. And when the point dissolves, you are thrown to your center. The world has dissolved. There is no world for you. Consciousness. Dissolving the 5 colored senses world at your navel. VBT Technique 14. Lord Shiva says, place your whole attention in the nerve, delicate as the lotus thread, in the center of your spinal column. In such be transformed. Meaning. Close your eyes and visualize your backbone. Let the backbone be straight, erect. Visualize it, see it, and just in the middle of it visualize a nerve, delicate as the lotus thread, running in the center of your spinal column. This invisible thread is the silver cord. It is used for space travel. In such be transformed. Consciousness. Nerve running in the center of the spinal column. VBT Technique 15. Lord Shiva says, closing the 7 openings of the head with your hands, a space between your eyes becomes all-inclusive. Meaning. This is one of the oldest techniques, very much used, and one of the simplest also. Close all the openings of the head, eyes, ears, nose, mouth. When all the openings of the head are closed, your consciousness, which is continuously flowing out, is stopped suddenly. It cannot move out. It remains in, and that remaining in creates a space between your eyes. That space is known as the third eye. Consciousness. Third eye by closing all 7 head openings. VBT Technique 16. Lord Shiva says, blessed one, as senses are absorbed in the heart, reach the center of the lotus. Meaning. This method is for those who have a very developed heart, who are loving, feeling types, emotional. Let your senses be joined to the heart, not to the head. Try this with all the senses, and feel more and more that every sense goes into the heart and dissolves into it. For example, listening music heartfully. Blessed one, as senses are absorbed in the heart, reach the center of the lotus. The heart is the lotus. Once you are centered in the heart, you automatically fall down deep into the navel center, which is the source. Consciousness. Doing activities heartfully. VBT Technique 17. Lord Shiva says, unminding mind, keep in the middle, until. Meaning. So, unminding mind, keep in the middle, until there is no mind. If mind is at the extremes, then the middle will be no mind. Buddha said music can't be produced if the strings of the veena are too loose or too tight. They have to be set right in the middle. Similarly, music in life can be produced by keeping the things in the middle, not at any extremes. Consciousness. Keeping in the middle of anything. VBT Technique 18. Lord Shiva says, look lovingly at some object. Do not go to another object. Here in the middle of the object, the blessing. Meaning. Don't make the other person an object. Loving look makes any object a person. Trees, dogs, cats are given names due to love on them. In love the other is important. In lust you are important. In lust you are thinking how to make the other your instrument. In love you are thinking how to become an instrument yourself. In lust you are going to sacrifice the other. In love you are going to sacrifice yourself. Love means giving, lust means getting. Love is a surrender, lust is an aggression. Lust makes a person an object and love makes a tree a person. Here love in the middle of the object and you the blessing. Consciousness. Love towards others. VBT Technique 19. Lord Shiva says, without support for feet or hands, sit only on the buttocks. Suddenly the centering. Meaning. Move your consciousness towards the buttocks, you will forget the body. You will be thrown to the inner center. Consciousness. Buttocks. VBT Technique 20. Lord Shiva says, in a moving vehicle, by rhythmically swaying, experience, or in a still vehicle, by letting yourself swing in slowing invisible circles. Meaning. While traveling, don't resist the vehicle movements, be a part of it. In a vehicle, in a moving vehicle, a non-resisting rhythmical movement will create a centering within you. In a still vehicle with closed eyes, make big circles, just sitting, swing in a circle. Go on swinging, making the circle smaller and smaller and smaller. Visibly you will stop. No one will be able to detect that you are still moving. But inside you will feel a subtle movement. Now the body is not moving, only the mind. Go on making it slower and slower, and experience. That will become a centering. Consciousness. Non-resisting rhythmical movement in moving vehicle and bigger circles in still vehicle.